we were in Killijul's house reading the newspaper, and then Valko and Selen left to get clothes. And then Killijul and Blood and MR followed them a bit after. Then they got clothes, and then they went to church. And most of them talked to Nona. And then most of them left, and then MR stayed behind and was intimidating and got a lot of information. And then came down and was like, I'm gonna leave the party. And then we went to find Gammo. And by that I mean we went to the swamp. But Blood didn't. And Blood went to the post office like a fool and suffered the consequences. And then we all ended up at the swamp.
Never going to a post office again.
And then Gammo showed up. And it was
not Gammo. Yeah, Galvan.
And then Galvan showed up and was like, I missed you, and Valko didn't care. And then we killed Galvan. And then we killed Galvan.
And the dog.
And the dog. And the consequences of the post office are yet to be seen. The end.
Yep. Okay. As you pick up, the cool night air sweeps past all of you on the outskirts of the city, the sounds of the bog coming back a little bit as your perception, your senses come back down from whatever heightened state you were in during the battle. The immediate threats are dead, but there are still the remains of the grave dirt and ash that have kind of consumed a little bit of this mire. There's like a muddy morass that's full of ash and a dead dog burning in another plane.
Do we have any container?
There is the hole.
Not preferable. One that will be isolated from the rest of our items.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I do it.
Cool. There's nothing immediately around you. You see the magic coming off of like KJ's limiters, and you see the magic on your party, but then outside of the din of that, there isn't really much in the swamp.
So the like ash and grave dirt is non-magical?
Nope. Anyone who wants to can roll a religion check for me.
I will. Religion.
Religion.
Okay.
Religion.
I can't see that.
Religion.
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 21.
Both of you have heard tales of creatures called revenants. They populate a lot of old, a lot of holy and unholy practices within both arcane and clerical studies. They're essentially the people who feel that they have been wronged when they die long enough to, or hard enough to come back to life and seek out their killers. And you also know that when they die, their body turns to ash, but their spirit remains and will enter the body of the next person that dies near them and will continue their hunt.
When you say near them, near the grave dirt or near their spirit?
Near their spirit.
Okay, which is a
Do we know
vague
if there's-
concept.
Do we know if the spirit is stored anywhere or if it's just somewhere?
You did not roll high enough to learn that.
Hmm.
You just know that this might not be the end for Gallant. But this body is dead.
Someone looks around. Can I look for a bug?
Sure.
Okay, what do I have to roll to find a bug?
I don't think so. It's a swamp outside of a glowing city. You're able to find what type of bug are you looking for?
What type of bugs are in a swamp?
There's some beetles. There's a few moths around.
I'll take a beetle, that's the first thing you said.
Come across this little, kind of green, its body's blue, but it has little horns that are kind of glowing green with luxon.
He picks up the beetle and he's gonna come back. He's gonna hold his hand out to Valko.
You have a beetle.
May I have a syringe?
Okay. You'll hand him the syringe.
I'm gonna start poking holes in the beetle until it dies. Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, you can't. It's a beetle. Here,
Okay.
don't have to roll for that.
He kills the beetle.
Everyone else just stands around and watches.
And he pulls out the syringe. And then he stares at the beetle in his hand.
What is the theory that you are testing?
Something to do with bodies being invaded by souls.
I see.
Sit there for a little bit, nothing happens.
If I was a soul, I would not choose to inhabit a beetle.
Say again, Sullen.
No, I was laughing.
I'm gonna.
He will stroke the beetle and place it gently on the ground. Forgive me. I'm
I'm
sorry,
gonna-
but what the fuck?
Try to turn away from everyone and try to suddenly pull out the soul needle, and I'm gonna try to use gentle repose on the dirt. I guess just kind of weave through the silt. I don't know how that would look really, but
Okay.
um
Yeah, you're able to kind of weave through the silt. You leave this little line of silver thread that fades after a second, but you're able to stitch essentially a cage, ensuring that the dirt and the ash stays there and the ground around it stops kind of wilting a little bit.
I'm going to just suddenly place the needle back in my hood and turn around.
That should keep it for some time.
What did MR say? Sorry.
That should keep it for some time.
Okay.
Not doing anything particularly discreet, just kind of crouching down, looking at it, being near the dirt, and then standing back up and looking back.
Okay.
Well, what now?
What of the thing that attacked you earlier?
What is the thing that attacked you earlier?
Blood. He's what of the thing that attacked you earlier directed towards blood?
Something real bad. Something. I don't often walk away from a fight, but I ran.
What's that not, Galvan?
I won't lie, I have no idea. It was more like some creature worse than Galvant.
Oh, great.
With
Again, I did run away. That doesn't
What was
happen often.
with the knowledge we made of Revenants, would we be able to know, like, what forms they can take? Are they can they specifically only take the form of themselves, or
With what you have with what you know of Revenants, they take the forms of bodies similar to what they have, or
Okay.
what they died in, usually. It's something to do with the souls not kind of remembering how to, or the souls only knowing how to move one type of body, and if it were to enter, say, the beetle soul, it would have had to learn all over again, and it doesn't have time for that. But you can't remember why they don't have time for that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Why was Galvant trying to kill us? He looks at Valko.
Galvant seems fixated on killing me.
Why?
This is a good question.
The first time they tried to kill you, they said it was for the bounty, but then it was cleared. Did they not know?
Perhaps next time they come to life, we should tell them that there is no bounty anymore.
He
It's all just
nods.
one big misunderstanding.
He's going to go sit down on a log.
What I am curious of is why he was killing others as well.
Perhaps becoming an undead degrades your mind.
You can say that again.
He said he missed you. Did you do something?
Did I do something?
To make him miss you.
Not to my knowledge. Perhaps he simply wants to see my face again.
Looks at his face.
And somebody killed innocents to take you out.
If that was their plan, that is stupid.
Yeah.
Tell him.
I agree. It is very foolish.
He nods.
Was he not stealing people's bones?
People's boons.
Bones.
Bones? He stole their
Like what is-
bones?
Like what's inside of your body.
I don't recall this.
It was in the newspaper.
That would explain it then.
Half the skeletons are okay. I wouldn't know this. MR wouldn't know this, but yeah, I forgot about that detail.
Can you read the detail aloud? Because I have to lay down for a second because my body hurts real bad.
This does serial killer strikes again. So
Just
where
what
it's specific.
happens with the bone?
No signs of forced entry are found, and like the others, half the skeleton was reportedly missing from the scene.
What the fuck do they need with half a like what half? Damn it, we didn't ask that when we asked questions. Like, is it a vertical half of a skeleton or like half of the bones? You know?
There's a huge difference there. It might be
Massive.
split right down the middle.
Valko isn't saying this because Valko doesn't know this, but wasn't the creature that attacked blood made of bones?
Yeah, it was.
You know, all
But
this
I don't know
bone
this
talk
either.
really starts to remind me.
Oh, what, blood?
Well, we just had to say bones like 18 times, and then I just recalled that ferocious creature was covered in. Now, it may not be a coincidence, but I feel as though.
I feel as though the threats do not lead to Galvant, as blood suggested.
You do not think it is related.
Or are
I
you
am
saying
unsure.
Galvant is part of a bigger picture?
Perchance a bigger picture.
Are there any theories as to what the bigger picture would be?
No.
No. But if
All
there's
I
an
can-
animated bone creature, I would think that we should ask the only shadow magic person I know what they know about bone animation.
The only other thing that makes sense is that the wolf was the one stealing parts of the skeleton. But even then, I do not know if the wolf has any particular motivations.
The wolf was that little kid, right? The one that would take any job. Besides,
The dog.
wasn't
No,
extremely nice.
No,
The
I made
dog
that
that
same
he had
mistake.
skin.
That's
I
really
was-
interesting.
I was like, that is such a interesting use for a nickname
The
right
thing
now.
I killed just now.
Oh, that wolf.
The dog that we had skinned
the
for
one that
material.
was in
So
the apartments.
We have a lot of dogs in this world.
I like
That's
doggies.
true.
What can I
And we
say?
have only skinned one.
That's very true. I have no excuse.
Yeah, I guess the displacer beast was more canine. Or canine? Feline. Yeah. Feline.
Perhaps Galvan did not like that we skinned their dog.
Maybe.
I
Are
mean,
we
I'd be
expected
pissed.
to give the skin back?
I don't think that's part of. You don't just give back skin.
Like, can Galvan make a bone creature that's stronger than him?
You asking me?
That doesn't seem right.
What do you mean that doesn't seem right?
Seems fucked.
I guess that's
People
just
make
a-
things stronger than themselves all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe I just haven't. Oh, well. The only real summoner I know is Moray. I would say she's just as strong as the stuff she conjures. But she's just kind of a scary lady. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe he could have made something stronger than himself. Maybe the bone thing isn't really a concern if he's gone, but it doesn't seem like he's gone for good. You guys know something with that? I didn't really catch. It seemed like there was some religious mumbo jumbo going on that I don't really follow.
I usually
Oh,
tune
yeah.
out.
I have done a blessing of sorts. It should keep him from rising for at least 10 days, but it is inevitable, as his soul is an echo of his dying hatred, in a way.
How does one kill a soul?
Work?
Capitalism.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like a soul ray?
It might
Anyone
be
able to
easier
do that? Easier to have what?
Rocco looks at Salad.
He's seemingly not paying attention anymore.
He
Then
can't
looks
conjure
over
soul
at MR.
rays.
I do not know about terminating a soul, but I do know that they can be put essentially out of commission. But
Is
that
that
is
something
a
you can
very
repeat?
special.
I can say in my normal voice, I don't know about terminating the soul, but I do know that they can essentially be put out of commission.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
isn't there that pendulum box or whatever? Like, don't souls get tucked away in small objects all the time? Couldn't we just make a fancy box? I'm just thinking out loud here.
I'm sorry. When I said that, I meant in character. KJ was asking if you could repeat the action, not if you could repeat the phrase out loud. Just so you know.
Repeat the action as
as in putting the soul in stasis. Or like keeping it from coming back. If that's something you can repeat.
Yes.
Cat pipes up. There are, like Blood was saying, there are soul trinkets. I was trapped in one. You freed me from one.
Yeah, I mean, look at MR. They're full of souls.
That is mostly what I was referring to, yes.
But we wouldn't want a mobile one. We'd want a box.
Well,
And then we could put the box in the hole, and then we can put.
what about like a radio or something? Because, like, if we could communicate, we could find out why Galvant is back and if there's anyone else involved. Like, if there is a bigger picture.
I would not imagine a soul in a radio would have much reason to give up information.
That's true.
Especially one that is fueled by a very specific goal to kill.
Oh, I guess also. I just wondered what if it could change the frequencies and blow up all our brains and no, I probably couldn't do that.
Can a
I
soul
can do that.
inhabiting a body which is not its own feel pain?
If we tear out a wire piece by piece. KJ kind of looks at her arm after she says that, but like shudders a little.
I was not imagining wiring.
What were you imagining?
It's like bashing it.
The soul has had a body each time it has come after us. When we stab that body, does it feel pain?
Can we recall?
We're asking really hard questions right now.
Has Galvant portrayed a look of pain when we've fought him after he's returned? Can we like think of our battle
Can I don't think it
plans?
would cost I don't think it would be a roll. I think
Okay.
you all saw the kind of unwavering smile as grave dirt was pouring from their wound. There
yeah.
was no blood. There was no pain. Look on their face.
If there is no pain, I suppose physical torture is out of the question.
Absolutely. Do you know what's not out of the question?
What?
A box.
A box?
How do we get a soul to inhabit a box?
Well, souls get trapped in boxes all the time, so I'm sure it's pretty simple.
How did you get trapped,
is this
Cat?
true?
I made a contract.
Yeah, I literally own a
I see.
psychiatrist's office. We can make a contract.
We
legally
have
binding.
legal sway
We have legal sway in the soul
over
universe.
souls.
I think that a
I
psychiatrist.
don't believe psychiatrists have sway over souls.
I would argue they do.
My strain of Blood's Bud.
No.
Then your confusion makes sense. Oh, little one.
The psychiatrist doesn't
I
need
don't
the
believe
soul, then
a
what are you
soul-
paying them for?
I don't believe a soul without a body is swayed by substances.
Sure, but a contract can trap a soul in a box.
The contract
I
was signed by me.
have
I should point out.
Yeah.
shit.
I also wonder, what if we just like put Valko in a room with a sword? Right?
Why?
Like, would it try? If its goal is to kill Valko, do we know it needs a human form? What if it haunts a sword and like throws it at Valko's head?
Or is it wanting to kill Valko's body or Valko's soul?
Can a sword throw itself? Valko looks at the magic swords.
One like
I-
shifts just a little bit.
Nothing really happens.
I do know that there is a way to put a soul dormant without willing participants.
And what is this method?
we will have to go back to the reef.
What do you need
Okay.
there?
Needable as the power. That is a method I do not want to go through.
And so you would rather not do this?
Yes.
Where do souls exist? Because if the soul is lingering, looking for a new vessel, surely it's not like off in some fairyland, right? Like, surely it's sort of like adjacent to wherever we are. Like, Salad, when you do that thingamajig
He
and you
looks over.
poof away, can you see ghosts? Spirits?
I wouldn't know.
Can you try?
He will stand up and he will walk over to the actually next to Valko, and he will do it. I forgot what spell it is. I'm trying to find it. There
Link.
it is. Wait. Yeah, let me check my logs. Yeah, sure, he'll do it. Okay.
Okay.
Go away, boy. Let me roll my 1d20.
Again.
Let me roll my 1d.
You-
6 seconds.
You can do
pass.
it. You can do it. Oh my god.
6 more seconds passes.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Wait.
2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5. Oh,
Thank you for rolling above an 11. You
He
blink
stays there for a moment.
into the ethereal. You don't see anything that you would classify as a soul. The smoking corpse of the dog is a little bit over there. You just see kind of like this ghostly blue after image of the world around you. And you're back.
No, it doesn't work.
Damn it. Well, thank you for trying.
I'm gonna turn it off before he comes back.
Y'all want to give me religion checks again to determine how souls move and where they go?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
damn.
I'm going off like nursery rhyme rabbit mom knowledge for this.
Blood is not religious.
Religion.
Yep.
Big
Oh my
5.
god.
Wow, y'all are rolling like something tonight.
I don't think any of us go here really.
Talon
Besides
does.
Salad.
Ellen.
Yeah.
You know, if it was an insight check, I'm there.
Selin,
Yes.
you think back to some of your astral studies. You know that in our terms, the planes of Ikeh are a little bit more spread out, a little bit harder to get to than like your standard D&D world. So you would know that like a soul wouldn't immediately go to one of the like the good planes or the bad planes or stuff like that. They would just be sent into what is called the Noir de Mort, which is the kind of like if the ethereal is the plane of like the border ethereal is the plane of possibility, then the Noir de Mort is the plane of like not possibility. It is the kind of like grayish after image world of it's almost like the Shadowfell. And souls go there and they freely move extremely quickly towards places of with a lot of people, like, and they get like essentially jettisoned up through these gateways into the planes where they should go. But this like kind of like border plane is specifically only used as a psychopomp to shepherd them.
If they are somewhere, it would be opposite to where I was just now. So,
Oh.
and they're likely headed towards Distos at the moment.
Oh. Should
I
I start?
suppose the next person to die in Distos will be reincarnated as a mother.
Oh.
Anything else?
Should I start running?
This is all a bunch of terrible news.
Running too. Because,
Go to Distos.
I mean, it's a big city, but like, I know some people. There's a chance that I could be aware of the next person who dies in Distas. That's grim. I've never thought about that before.
The graveyard must be locked down. Not that it would stop the spirit, but that we can prevent it before it wakes.
Good idea.
If something attacked blood in the post office, there's already something that's probably going to start killing them too.
Well, do you remember the screams of the people next to you as you had to get the hell out of Dodge? There were many people in that post office. Thing was aggroed on you, but there's no telling.
Well, that's terrible news.
Where was that exactly?
The post office, it's kind of like in
Yeah, like which one,
the
man?
middle of.
I
Is
live
there
in the
more?
city. I know where some of them might be.
How many post offices do y'all need?
They probably
We just
a
had
couple.
one post.
Well,
Deadwood Post. It was next to a big fountain and
Oh, why didn't you say so? Okay.
oh
I'm gonna see
my
if a bunch of people.
God.
Kitchen takes off.
Okay.
Well,
He knows it's suspected
Um,
in the log.
I guess I'm looking for clarification here because are we wanting to prioritize the survival of folks that are literally dying right now, or do we want to prioritize ending what's going on right now in a bigger way? Like, should we all follow suit?
I would be more at ease at trying to end this ordeal now.
You have a radio.
Need
If you need to
put the soul
contact
to
me, just
rest then.
I do not have time.
If they are hateful, can you not just get rid of their hate?
I'm not sure. It may be worth a try.
And how would one try?
In any case. Let us leave.
Is there anything I have done to make someone hate me enough to come back from the dead?
Yes.
Care to explain?
Oh my
Start
god.
No.
asking the difficult questions.
Maybe later.
It would likely be helpful since I have to make this person, this being, less hateful towards me.
Hmm.
So,
I cannot determine the exact feelings of Galvant. But the manner you hold in battle is disregards much of the honor that I saw.
He frowns.
Rain begins to fall. Quickly picks up.
Selin tugs on his collar for a moment and then lets go and doesn't say anything.
So KJ's already headed towards the post office, right?
Yeah, she's gone.
I'm
Okay.
just waiting to see what the group does before cutting.
Do we have any any way of communicating with KJ?
We have radios.
Yes.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
radio.
God.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I got strangled by a ghost.
Real.
There's yeah, you have a radio. I think either Selin or Valko has it.
Valko, Selin doesn't have a radio.
I presumably have a radio. I didn't mark it down anywhere.
You have three
Also,
radios.
to be
between
clear,
us.
KJ isn't gonna run right up to the post office. I'm gonna stop at least like 200 feet away and get up on a roof.
Okay.
well, I was gonna say, Blood asked if we had plans to face this differently than head on, and they didn't really find an answer. So I think they're just gonna be support, and they're gonna follow KJ as support. Make sure that they don't get me.
Rev up
Oh,
your
get
bike.
Oh shit, true! A motorcycle cowboy!
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
Drive off. Now it is just MR, Valko, and Selin in the rain.
I am holding down the graveyard. I suppose the only other logical place would be alleyways or spots of spots where there is a lot of violent crime. So,
Emma kind of shrugs.
Your Distos expert is running away.
I can search for alleyways and crime, I suppose.
Sits on the log. Still.
Haunted vigilante.
I'm going to give Selin the hand and go,
He holds it.
Squeeze this if you find something before the others do. I have no means of contact other than this.
He puts the hand in his right pocket.
MR leaves.
Okay.
I'm going to the graveyard.
The graveyard.
Falco starts to walk off and turns to check if Selin is following him.
Oh.
In the
He's
rain.
still sitting on the log.
Then he goes over and grabs Selin's wrist and starts going into town.
In the rain!
Okay, he is forced to come with you.
He is.
Mopey wet dog.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
KJ,
Yes.
the run to Distos, you're still working off some of that adrenaline. The rain starts to pour just as you're getting into town, just as you're making your way to the post office. Puddles begin to form, but you're skipping straight over them. And you get to a smaller, rundown building that you know has a great view of the post office from one of the fire escapes on it.
Okay. I'm gonna run up the side of the wall. And onto the roof.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
motorcycle can fly, right?
Yeah, it can.
Okay, but never mind, go on.
There's just a pink streak of light that just up the side of the building.
Yeah, you're able to run up the side and get a good look.
I think I should have my binoculars. Does Valko still
Yeah.
have my binoculars?
I gave them back.
I thought he did.
Do I have them? I feel
Are they
like
in
I
the
gave
hole?
them back.
I thought
I
he
also
gave them
feel
back.
like you gave them
I
back.
think last session you needed them for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't write them down, but I remembered them going back to me. Okay,
Right.
I will write them down. Okay. Did I get
Advantage on a perception check.
advantage?
Oh.
Of items that give you advantage, like that's what they're supposed to do. Goddamn.
Oh my
Wow.
lord. I don't have
Can
an
I-
inspiration, do I?
May I?
Whoa. That is
Why?
insane.
Forgot to do that earlier. Yeah, it's kind of a mess in there.
Wait a second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Because features.
yeah, you have that.
Magical guidance. When you fail an ability check that fails, you may spend one sorcery point to re-roll a d20. So should I do a straight roll?
Go ahead.
I believe that's how it works. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That's better.
Yes. There's a little like
Just music
residual
right now.
crackle of pink energy in my hand as I hold the binoculars. The timeline shifts.
You are able to look into the post office. The glass doors to the post office are completely broken out of, rather. They are kind of like laying on the floor. The glass is shattered everywhere.
And the glass shattered like outward toward the street.
Yes.
Okay.
Second thing you notice is that there are no bodies, which either means that someone was really, really fast and took them away, or there were no casualties.
Any tracks going in any obvious directions?
You do notice that there seem to be there are motorcycle tracks, like peeling away from here, and heading in your direction, where you were direction.
Yeah.
You do also notice that there was a kind of a large amount of kind of damage and debris, kind of like knocked over trash cans, that sort of stuff, heading in that direction at first, but then peeled off down an alleyway.
Okay. Would I need to like reposition to continue to follow that?
Yeah, you'd have to probably at least honk
Okay.
some.
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take mental note. Oh, but it's raining! Shit. I want to wait for my team, but it's raining. Shite. Okay.
How soon could I follow?
You do see blood is essentially
actually,
coming
yeah,
up
I
to
guess
you pretty
I am on a
fast.
building with binoculars.
Yeah.
I will. Well, okay, even if just blood gets here, that is better than just being alone. So I will. I will reach down and tap my hand on the side of the building, and just 3 little like strands of light go through the lines of the bricks and stuff, and work their way onto the side of the building, forming the shape of a little eye, like a top and a bottom and a slit. I'm casting luminous lines.
Okay.
Cool.
And they're pink, of course.
Blood, you see this fairly clearly.
Cool. I head up there.
I like to imagine you flying, but it's like you did like a jump. You just come over the side of the building. Holy, okay. Down over there, I see it was chasing you. I've just followed my finger. It was, I'll hold up the binoculars. It was chasing you, but it turned into that alley there. And I mean, we could wait for the others. I don't know if they're coming. Nobody radioed me. I can radio them as we're moving, but I think we should follow that before the rain clears up any of the physical tracks on the ground.
Absolutely. Do you want me to try to look from above?
Oh.
Like, I can't fly technically on this steed.
I guess we both could. Yeah. I can get on with these. It's just like our traveling. Wow, I've never flown above Distos, really.
Neither have I. Let's do it.
Alright, hell yeah. I'll hop on. Hold out the binoculars to blood again.
This always works.
This always works. And I'll point out where I saw them. I'll also pull out the radio and I'll say, hello, lovely sun. We have found some tracks. Me and Blood, we're following where this creature split off from chasing Blood and seeing if we find any sort of hideout or anything. We're in the air, so we're okay for now. Over.
Nice.
Whoever's holding the...
Does not squeeze the hand.
Someone was on the wrong radio frequency. They didn't hear any of that.
Does Valko get it?
He gets it.
Yeah.
Does he say anything?
No.
Okay.
He looks at Zelen once the message is over and then looks back forward and continues.
He's still there.
Mm-hmm.
They suck.
Are they Orpheus and Eurydice coded? I'm thinking about it now. Sadie, ponder
No.
that.
Sadie, ponder that.
Someone could never.
What does this mean?
Wait, Selen's Eurydice. I feel
Oh,
like.
okay.
Is this
Still,
the one
Valko
where he
could
eats
never.
the babies?
No. No. Let's move on.
Oh, that's Kronos.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
Kronos
correct.
eats the baby.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Orpheus and Eurydice is the one where Eurydice dies and Orpheus goes into the underworld to find her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's the one where they're like, don't look back.
Yes, that is the
Yeah.
one. Whoever's holding the binoculars, make a perception check with advantage.
I'm holding them, but up to Blood's wonderful perceptive eyes.
Whoever's using them.
Okay. I was like, wait, who would it? You said it was at a
Advantage.
God.
Oh,
Oh my God.
yeah.
That hurt. Can I do anything?
You
Hold
don't have.
on.
Do you have a skill reroll?
That's what I'm looking for. For someone so insightful.
All right.
No, that's it.
Well,
That's all I got.
with a 6, you are still able to see the obvious, which is there is just a litter of bones in this alleyway, a little bit down, all disanimated, just like in a pile. And standing in the pile with her hands out is Moray.
Oh,
I didn't want to take a look at this. I'd hand you the binoculars, but you're literally holding them.
what? Where am I looking? She presses them up.
Towards the huge piles of bones.
That's not.
And waits for suspense. Yeah.
You're very insightful. Does that look to you like she was the bone creature?
It's kind of starting to feel that way.
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Why would she do that? I thought she wasn't gonna do stuff like that anymore. I thought she was cool.
How about a dirty 20?
All right. On a 20, you look at her and you see wounds. You see the adrenaline that you have just come off of yourself. You see her hands outstretched as if she is like coming down from a battle that she
Like meditatively, or
was fighting.
Should we check in? Because now I'm starting to feel like maybe she's not the bone creature, but done
no,
did the bone creature.
yeah, I think
you
she
know.
did the bone creature in. Let's get down there.
Hey.
I took less fall damage, right?
I don't remember.
I can land.
I know, but it's so funny if KJ jumps off.
That is pretty funny.
I could have sworn you take less fall damage. Is that an athlete thing? Or wait, I don't have athlete. What the fuck?
Acrobat.
Oh, I don't have that either. What thing did I think gave me less fall damage? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We can land.
You
I stick the landing.
yeah, you make your way down. Mora looks up at you.
Oh my god.
KJ, Blood.
Hi.
Hi.
Blood yourself.
Yeah, speaking of, you look like you are bleeding. You killed the bone thing by yourself?
I certainly seems that way. Did you see the golden-haired woman just run down? She
no,
points.
I would definitely notice that, but I didn't clean these binoculars moments before seeing you.
Yeah, there's water on the front and stuff. A golden-haired woman?
Yeah.
Does she
Looked
look
like a-
familiar to you at all?
No, not at all. She looked like a halfling, something like that.
Haired halfling? I don't
Could
know.
I roll to see if I can recall that description at all?
Sure.
Okay.
Roll a history check.
15.
You've never met anyone with that sort of description.
Are you lying to me? Just kidding. No, I don't. I ain't never in my life.
People you haven't met don't exist.
Essentially.
Are you fucking lying?
Are you fucking lying to me right now? I would never say that to Maury. I would die.
So, you just battled to the death? That seems dangerous. Or is that how it ended? What happened?
Find death.
Yeah,
Well-
this thing's an amalgamation of bones. What happened?
There was a conjuring in my city, and that wasn't going to happen. So I came here as fast as I could, and when I found it, it was subjugate to this woman who told it to attack me and then ran off.
Bitch.
So there is someone else involved.
Who in the right mind would want to attack you?
I don't know, but it made a mistake, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly, indeed.
Blonde hair. Golden hair. Okay.
Could we
I'll-
send that description? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pick it up when I put it down.
Hello, radio. Sorry, I got choked by another ghost. Radio Sun. We're looking for a woman, a halfling woman, with golden hair. She was ordering the bone creature around. Moray exploded that guy. I guess his bones are everywhere in the alley, but she told it to kill her. So there is someone else involved. There is a bigger picture at play here. Over.
Hey, question for Sadie.
Mhm.
Are halflings in this world, would you say that they are often associated in clans and communities where there's familial heritage, or would you say that they're more just pretty random?
There are certainly clans like that, but they are not usually found, because you're within the city, it's not unusual for them to be standalone. If you were out in the countryside, you might find a community like that, but the city attracts people from everywhere. So it's kind of like a tossed bag here.
That's very helpful, thank you.
Should we be looking for this person as well?
Oh my god. He's never used it. Was not scared by his radio voice. Yeah, keep an eye out. Let us know if you see anyone with golden hair. They could be, anywhere in the city for all we know. So, keep your eyes peeled. There could be more baddies coming your way. Oh.
Okay.
Looks at Selin and then looks forwards
I
again.
was about to say he's gonna do something. Someone's gonna look up at the sky.
Mhm.
It's raining, right?
Yes.
Can I turn the opacity to max?
Sure.
Just to see what it looks like.
It is beautiful and also gives you a headache. You see thousands of these little... It's almost like if you were underwater and you were looking up at just a mess of anchors going, the anchor chains just going up into oblivion. They are everywhere, and they are just connecting, and it's just making this large tapestry in front of you.
And are they attached to the raindrop? Are they falling down? Or
Doesn't look like none of them are zooming down at, like you would assume to be attached to a raindrop or anything. None of them are in that kind of motion.
He's just staring up at the sky when you look at him, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put it back to 15.
You're going to kind of zoom out into MR this time. MR, you're going to lock down the graveyard, right?
Yeah. MR has no contact for this, I don't think. I think MR is pretty much just like finding whatever chains they can pull and trying to lock out the graveyard. Like all the fences and shit.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
There's something I want to try at some point that I've thought of, but I can read, I suppose. It wouldn't be
16.
Yep. You're able to find a lot of the chains are still like on one half of the gates that go to the graveyard. They just need they have like a padlock and they need a key, and you're able to easily find a spare key in one of the like a shed over to the side. There seems to be a small set of a key ring that you're able to grab and just kind of lock down the gates and stuff and the ways in and out of this place.
They should fucking hire me. I've done so much work with this graveyard.
True.
Speaking of, with that investigation check, you don't know who runs this graveyard. You've never seen anyone do work here. You just know that sometimes there are holes and sometimes there are bodies in the holes, and there has been graves dug, but you don't know who does it. You've never seen them for how much work you've done here.
Well, that's
I think MR is going to try to find the most central part of the graveyard. Actually, hold on. I want to. Oh man. Can I? If I were to do a spell slot for Find Familiar right now, or fuck. Actually, not Find Familiar. If I were to do Flock of Familiars as a ritual, would I still be able to have the hand as a familiar, even though it was with Selin right now?
Yeah, you're weird. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I'm going to do that. As a ritual, so like 10 minutes. Anything happens in that. If not, I'm going to have the Cygnus patrol in the real world, and then I'm going to use a charge of the soul needle to pin the soul, pin MR's main body soul.
Okay. You
And check the ethereal plane.
Yeah, you do this and you are shunted into the ethereal. It is like this same like bright ghostly blue that you're looking around. You don't see anyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, until MR is grabbed, I believe this will be the method of patrol until then.
Okay. Well then, we will shift over to Falco and Solon. What's your attack plan? What are you doing?
Go in the alleyways. Stuff.
While he's being dragged around, he's gonna reach into the pocket and take out the hand and look at it gently. And I'm going to may I attempt to telepathy into it?
Sure.
Yeah, he's going to speak telepathically to this creature. And he will say, Are you responsive to this?
MR, you did not hear this.
He stares at
Does
the
that
hand.
does the hand react at all though?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you understand this language? Probably not.
He puts it back in his pocket. And then he stares at Valko again from behind.
They're just walking around, basically. Falco's
Can I
also
see?
looking for the halfling that was mentioned. But
Roll.
also he is still checking out alleyways and whatever.
Are you doing more of a, like asking people if they've seen anything, or are you just like doing perception or investigation, trying to? You tell me a skill that you want to use and use it.
Realistically, I should definitely use a charisma-based skill, but there's no way in hell Valko would do that. So, just perception.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
11 actually.
You find some alleys that you're sure look dangerous. You find an alley with a few like snapping gangsters that they're like, hey, get out of here.
Is there anyone dead?
No, but there might be if you don't leave soon.
Selin makes a face.
Do they have special jackets with like a matching insignia? What's it of, Sadie?
It's a beautiful golden teapot.
That's so cool. They're the Teapot Gang.
He like
Falco would just continue on then.
Ah, fuck those guys. They used to steal my lunch money.
he sort of just like like the face is sort of just like lowers his chin and looks up at them a little bit. Doesn't say anything. Like tilts his head down.
But yeah, you're able to walk around. You don't find that woman anywhere, but you eventually find the alleyway that Blood and KJ and are. If you like, you're able to like see where the bones are. But
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
That's so crazy. Did you just randomly walk into the alleyway that we were in?
Yes.
Do you think that means we're in danger, or do you think this is just like a great coincidence?
I
Selin
don't
makes another
know.
face.
Sometimes there are certain things in this world that just completely blow my mind, and I'm trying to figure out which side caused it, you know what I mean? Like, is it the fates that are fucking with me? Or is it just, like, quite convenient and nice?
Yeah, I get you.
Anyway,
It's his face.
fancy seeing y'all over here. Did you find anything?
No.
Yeah, us neither. Just have to pile of bones. Should we like break these or something?
Already on it. You see Moray is like channeling some energy, and like the bones are like kind of snapping and falling.
You are here.
It's nice to see you too, Velka.
He nods.
And it just puts her hands up a little.
Okay, everybody. There's enough cowboy hats for everybody.
Cowboy hats for everyone.
Is there a plan from here?
Well, we
I
have a
don't
lead.
have one.
Oh.
We do.
Selin.
Is someone saying something to me, or is Sadie saying something to me?
I am saying something to you because someone is saying something to you. There is
Who is speaking to him?
voice in your mind.
Okay.
Selin Actamish. According to your Carrico Accreditation Clause 63, you have been conscripted to learn and train new recruits for the war effort. Please respond.
He sits there for a moment and kind of tries to pull his wrist out of Valko's grasp.
He's been in his arm this whole
Repeat
time.
what you just said.
It takes a little bit.
Oh, okay. Does he say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes a second, and then Selin Actamish. According to your Carrico Accreditation Clause 63,
He closes his eyes.
you've been conscripted for the war effort. Please respond.
I did respond.
He says out
Says
loud
out
again.
loud again. What did you
Tug.
respond to?
Tugs on his. He's gonna try to get Valko to let him go. Just pulls himself a bit.
He like holds on for like the first few times that he tries to pull away from him, but he lets go after like the third.
You feel another spell reach your mind.
No
You're-
way!
Your assignment will be given to you once you reach Kirsch. Please make your way to Kirsch and respond with an ETA.
Oh my god.
I don't have an estimated time of arrival. Who is this?
There's nothing else.
Then I suppose I can't give you one.
Selin Actamish.
No.
Oh my god.
So many spell slots for Selin.
They were checking if they could send another one from their supervisor. Selin Actamish. Loose ETAs are fine. You are in breach of your contract if you do not give one with your next message. This will be a final message.
He starts staring at the ground deep in thought.
to give you an ETA when I figured out travel times.
You're dead.
You're done.
You don't get another message.
Well,
He's going to continue. This is seriously something I cannot determine right now. I'm not in a place like that. Just kind of stares at the wall until he concludes he's not getting another one.
What travel times?
I will discuss this with you later.
sometimes you guys
Okay.
give me the vibes of like someone who works extra late, and then Valko's like, "Thought you said you'd be home by 11."
Where were you?
And then Sellen's like, "I'm back, okay?"
What does this mean?
It means I will discuss this with you later.
That was not directed at you.
What?
I think it was
It
out of
doesn't
character.
matter.
That Blood was saying that.
Do you need
Oh,
me to
out
explain
of
to
character?
you why you're some sort of like future divorcee? The tensions are high. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he's married to anyone.
Of course, you
Maybe
would say
maybe
that.
the love of the game, you know? He's just got like a spirit that won't quit.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just yapping. What are we doing next? Where are we headed?
What are we doing,
Also,
guys?
what the fuck just happened, Sal? You're just talking at the air again. You haven't
He
like.
said he will discuss it later. Are we
Okay.
going to hunt down the halfling?
I'm down to Freeman.
Yeah, do we have any idea where that's even gonna take us, though?
63.
It's down
He's
another
gonna
side
take out
alley.
a piece of paper and start writing something down. Can I get an in-character note page so you can see the shit I write?
Sure. I'll create a journal entry in text.
Okay, because I think it's funnier if you can see what he writes.
There you go.
Okay. How do I edit this? There we go.
We're dead.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, so looking at the way that the Mora said that the halfling ran, it's kind of hard to tell because there are a lot of side streets. You have to actively like start following the trail in order to kind of
Learn
Tell
anything
where-
of value.
yeah.
Shit.
Can I start following the trail? Is there a trail?
Sure. If you want to track it, roll survival.
All right.
Yeah, if that's where we're going, I'm going with you.
Boom.
Okay.
13.
You're able to follow it through a few side alleys. There's a little bit of like splashed, not splash, but there's a little bit of a few tracks here and there that lead you down side alley after side alley until you get to this large open, almost like a forum kind of. And there aren't many people milling about right now, but there are still a few just like wandering. It's likely that the person got here, and then there was a crowd at some point before it started raining, and you can't tell where they went now. There's way too many tracks of different people.
Is there anyone in this area that seems to have been, like, here the past while? Like someone who's selling something on the street or something I could talk to?
Someone grabs Walker's hand and puts it back on his wrist and then keeps staring off into the distance.
Yeah, there's a jewelry salesman who's since it's late, she's like starting to pack up shop, but she
Him, excuse me, madame.
Yes?
If I may. Hello, howdy there.
Hello.
I hate to interrupt you. I see that you're closing up shop here. Did you happen to notice any golden-haired halflings out and about at all? Just perchance?
Golden-haired halflings.
I know, sounds...
The only golden things here are my wares.
Oh,
she opens up some
Fucking
boxes.
Sass lady.
You got me good. You got me.
She starts, these ones are 24 carat.
She started unpacking again.
Yeah.
24 carats? What'd you
24
say?
carat.
Oh,
KJ, this lady has a lot of fucking carrots. I think y'all should
yeah, I
try.
heard. Wait, you don't have room for... That's a pretty small stand. Where are you keeping 24 carats? Hey, can I get one?
Also,
I need to make a roll.
while you're fetching carrots, did you notice anything weird that's weirder than what you're familiar with in these parts of this wonderful city?
She looks at you first and goes, honey, not carrots like the thing you eat, carrots like the metal.
Oh. I can't...
Sorry to
very well.
disappoint.
No, it's okay.
Have I noticed anything untoward? Nothing but my incredibly low prices.
That is awesome. I have to go. Is there anyone else in this area? This woman is
What do you have? What do you have?
too much of a hustle. She's trying to steal my money, and I'm trying to get answers.
Yeah, well, Blood, sometimes if you use a little, you know...
Do you think she's just trying to cover up information in order to exchange her
I think
goods?
there's a chance she might... Well, actually, yes, that is what I think. I think she'll maybe tell us something if we buy something from her. Yeah, well, she's also probably just trying to get by, you know?
That's insane. I'm just kidding.
She's looking at you with raised eyebrows.
Please don't.
So
No.
first, let me mention this. We're asking because we think this woman is involved in a string of murders that we're investigating. We've already sort of tackled the first, steps of this investigation. We've got strong leads, we've got people we've confronted, but she's the next key piece. So does preventing murder spurn you to tell us anything?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I make an insight check while this is happening, just to
Sure.
read this poor merchant's face as the details are being hashed?
Oh, 24.
18.
Okay. This poor merchant's face, as you mention a murder, a look of incredibly, first she gets like a look, like a distant flashback kind of look, and then she gets like an incredibly dark, and she begins to pack up quicker and goes, "Listen, I don't know anything."
You know, your words say that, but your face is something entirely different, and I couldn't help but notice you looking a bit worried. Is there something wrong? I don't know how to sound intimidating.
Well,
for you to be more worried about wronger things.
Roll an intimidation check as well.
Tell me stuff.
18.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
This woman, first off, she turns to Blood and goes, "You don't know where I've been." And she turns to
Say it.
KJ. She goes, "Look, all I saw was some weird redheaded elf girl run out of that place and mingle with the crowd that was looking over here. I was busy selling my wares, but she came out all frantic, and then I didn't see her."
You know, did we deal with a face changer before?
Yeah, but halflings and elves are very different in height.
Yeah, but
Someone's arm
surely there's some
twitches.
people who have the capability to change themselves like that. That's good to know. That's good information, lady. Thank you. What's your
You
name,
gonna
by
buy
the way?
something or not?
Oh yeah, let me look.
Someone's arm touches.
I said it twitches,
Oh, twitches.
like it jerks a bit.
I'll essentially buy like a little mood ring. Oh, this is great. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you.
5 gold.
Ugh.
It's alright, I got you. I'll pay. And I pay with 6 gold.
Thanks for dealing with Pidge. Good day.
Not as
Oh,
worth
Pidge, have a good night. So, if you need any therapy after this conversation, we have a psychiatry office. Feel free to stop by.
KJ, you're a natural. Where would I be without you? Excellent.
Perfect. I think we're really getting the hang of this whole interrogation thing.
Yeah, we nailed it. We got so much information off that lady. And we
Well,
lost 6 gold pieces.
true. And I got this nice thing. It says I'm anxious. Oh, well. We know that they probably changed their shape now, right? If we're assuming it's the same creature being seen.
I mean,
Didn't
those
we
are
do?
2 very different shapes, though.
That's true, but
Do you
I mean,
think-
anything's possible.
are
Didn't we
sure
deal with a
everyone's
shape
telling
changer
the
before?
truth?
There was. We squeezed her pretty hard. I feel like she was probably telling us as much as she could or knew.
If they change their shape, how are we going to find them?
That's a good question. We need an object
Maybe-
from them, maybe?
You know,
Um,
it did pursue me specifically. We could just get it to pursue someone. who I
Yeah,
met.
I wonder if that was because it was you or because you were alone.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we could set up a scenario that is perceived as someone being alone.
Huh.
We technically have.
Oh, yeah. The graveyard. Well, she's gonna need more bones, right? If she's a necromancer? I mean, I only have to
Hey.
assume.
Hey, Sadie,
Mhm.
can I make a check? Because, like, I want to be able to figure out what stuff goes into this, like, bone animation and necromantic conjuring. Is there anything from my own past that can help me decipher what we need?
Make a history check.
You play a lot of bone games in Deadwood.
Yeah.
People bend for sheep's bones and stuff.
All boners.
All boners in Deadwood.
Yeah. You don't have anything specific. Necromancy is a very personal kind of art, and everybody does it differently. You do know that they would likely need the fresher the corpse, the better the bones, and the more powerful the creature you can make with them.
I am starting to think with my knocker, and
Make an
You know-
insight check as well. Sorry.
while I'm being insightful, I just can't help but notice that we are looking at fresh bones and MRs in a graveyard.
Yeah. I'm thinking we might need to meet up with our old friend Mannequin Republic.
You also
Anything
know that if you were this person, trying to do this again here would be and especially if you knew that people saw you like commanding this thing, would be a very, very bad idea. You think if you were this person, you would get the hell out of Dodge and probably get out of the city at least.
Somehow, I feel even farther away from the truth.
Well, okay, so she could leave. But what we do know is there are more people involved, which is possibly the worst piece of information to learn with no further leads, but...
Yep. But we are learning a lot of things. How are our other friends doing?
KJ looks to Selin and Malcolm.
He looks like this.
What are you looking for?
And is staring off with that face.
I don't know. Nothing's triggering in your head. You're not getting any brain blasts. You're not thinking of any connections we might be missing.
You don't think of any
No.
places that someone might want to head out of town towards?
If they're in need of fresh bodies.
I would expect you to know this, looking at him.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna think on that. Is there any places where, specifically outside the city, where I've known, like, maybe a lot of travelers to go through? Maybe there's a lot of crime that happens there. Even, like, any organizations that might, like, kill as punishment. That sort of thing.
I mean, there is the there is the Salogate, which houses the courtrooms and the petrification chambers and death chambers for their results. The
They could have...
bones are usually incinerated, though they're not burned, but there are fresh bones there often.
They could head to the Salogate and try to get the bones of executed prisoners.
Moray speaks up. Whoever made that thing was powerful. The thing took a lot of me to put down. Are we sure that they can't just leave the city? Like, oof.
Oh, like right away, like poof.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I didn't fight them or the thing they summoned. I don't know, Blood. Did they seem like that based on how hard that thing looked to fight? Do you think they could poof themselves out of the city?
Well, sure. I mean, I don't know if the tough and roughness of someone's face really measures their poof ability, but definitely likely.
Okay. Well, shit.
Moray, you're powerful.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to poof out the city, where'd you go?
Well, I can't.
It's like,
The keyword's if.
If I could.
Like we're putting ourselves in the mind of the killer, you know?
we're basically like pro investigators now.
I've lived in the city my whole life. I'm gonna roll for her. 1 second.
That's what I always say.
I don't honestly quite know.
We
Maybe.
could-
I know the safest place I feel is home.
Yeah. I wish we
Well-
knew enough to know where they'd rest.
Bones usually live in people's bodies, so that's hard. Don't know what their home is after that. Unless it's like literally whatever happens in the afterlife. Whatever that is.
Well,
That concept is a big question mark.
Yeah, there's a
tapping
lot.
his foot on the ground.
I think here. I think we should find MR. We should meet up at the graveyard first off, and we should go over what's happening.
Yeah,
And
nobody
what the
seems to
next
be in
steps
immediate
are.
danger, so we could just regroup.
KJ just sort of like walks like 15 steps away, and just like charges up a little overcharge and just like poofs, and all the water just flicks off her. She goes all fluffy before the rain starts slowly like flattening her fur again. Or hair, I guess, you know, but
Yeah, you all can meet back up.
We arrive.
Arrive.
is it foggy in the graveyard?
No, it's raining.
Damn it.
Yeah. Dumbass.
The other thing that graveyards can have. The other type of weather. Those are the only two. Fog and rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way to the graveyard. You see MR.
Can we just say that we exposit? We give all the information we learned.
And then I said, how about 6 gold pieces?
Foolish, to be honest, but it's fine.
Continues tapping his foot on the ground.
MR unpins themselves to the mortal coil, and kind of just looks beyond from the locked up chain going around the like graveyard fence.
I see. Well, I have made no discovery other than there is no one that runs this graveyard.
No, that's interesting.
No one?
No one.
Are there actually graves buried in here?
Yes.
We've buried people here.
Are we able to find those people? Like, can we see if anything's missing?
There are
Sure.
plenty of grave robbers. Come in.
MR will undo the locks.
Yeah, KJ will sort of bound ahead to check out some of the graves.
What are you doing to check them out?
Well, first, I would say looking over the surface to see if it looks like it's been disturbed.
There are a few that look like they've been disturbed, but only because those are the ones that MR has buried. The others... And then there are actually a few ones marked with a marked date of death for the night that you killed the basilisk. There are a few graves there that haven't grown grass over it. But the majority of them look untouched.
Okay. So the bones are really fresh then. They really are just covered with new victims. If we think she probably poofed away, she seemed really strong, at least based on the creature she made. And now we're sort of, I guess we're all just sort of thinking about next steps, because we talked about your whole business. And I think KJ, just like in the rain, she kind of has her face tilted down. She like eyes up and looks over at Selin and Valko. Just trying to get a read on them, I guess.
Still making that face. he
Falco
was
is
making
looking
earlier.
at Selin.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Well, then he looks like what? No, don't open file. He looks like this.
I think she has like
Still.
fists on her hips, kind of. And she brought her eyes up, sees you just like looking
He's
that
also
way,
tapping his foot still.
and
I
Valko
am
looking
unsure.
at you. She just looks down. Unsure for next steps.
He's looking at Selin.
Selin, what's going on?
I see.
I don't think I've seen you tap your foot this much.
Yeah, I would say that you do seem to
We
be
are
a bit
wasting
on
time
edge.
here.
We
Oh,
are wasting time.
and we should be
Mm.
I
doing
am
what
tired.
Been
instead?
for a while now.
What should we be doing instead then?
Something else.
Okay, I'm open to
I
ideas.
know. I need to go to Kezer.
Is your immediate plan to go to Kezera?
Who can we trust here?
With what?
With the problem of this new light upon this house.
I mean, for now, I would guess Moray. She handled the thing once. But I don't like the idea of her having to deal with this on her own.
Then we should conscript something.
Yeah. I could... I could try to see who's around as far as old Quicksilvers who might be able to lend a hand.
Where? Turning to Selin again.
I don't know.
Falco looks up.
Where? What?
They won't tell us. They're being real sus.
Selin does not want to be in the rain.
Alright, let's go inside. Let's get some food or something. Let's sit down and have a meal.
That is fine.
Looking at Selin again.
He doesn't say anything.
What's near the graveyard? For food.
Nothing as good as strings. There is a little coffee shop that doesn't have sit-down places or really
What the fuck?
inside seating at all. It's kind of like a dingy part of town, but
Nobody wants to come visit their dead relatives? Oh, I guess nobody runs this place. Well, if we want anything good, it's gonna be a bit of a hike, so we better get moving. But if you really just need to get out of the rain ASAP, then there is like a coffee place we could stop in, but we all have to like stand up. Then they kind of like want us to leave the whole time, you know?
You know the type of
What's
place.
the point of fine dining if we're not
That's
allowed
exactly
to
what I'm saying.
dine? Bullshit.
Alright, KJ starts moving.
Make your way to strength. I'm
Amar
guessing.
follows.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He goes wherever Valko pulls him.
Valko's just following everyone else.
Hearty bowl of noodles on a rainy day.
Bloody fall.
Yeah, I said I follow KJ.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
You all make it to strength. You open the door, kind of wicking off the moisture from the air.
Emma, I have a question.
Mhm.
Do you, as we're like getting seated and stuff, sorry to interrupt, Sadie.
You're
Do you miss being able to eat?
Amar taps on the cage. I'm trying to think if they've ever eaten.
Wait, they didn't eat in the old world? Before this?
I don't think they would have.
What?
I have never eaten.
Oh. I thought, like, before all the souls came together, you would have done that. Huh.
It was never a necessary function.
I can't imagine a life like that. Just a need like that just being taken care of. Huh. That's interesting. Oh my god, ramen!
Your bowls are brought out to you. It's 4 silver each.
Let's go. I get me some like fucking I get me some miso ramen. With
Someone
some
pulls out a piece
some
of paper and
meat.
starts writing on it.
Almost knocked my water bottle over onto my stomach. That would have been bad.
Valko is watching Selen write.
Oh, he's writing. He doesn't stop.
Oh, excellent.
What's he writing?
Hey, what are you writing?
Are you reading it?
Yes.
Okay, just trying to read upside down from the other side of the table.
He writes 63 and then he crosses us out. Oh, and then he writes 63 again. At the top of the page. And then I suppose you would enter 2 spaces so there's a gap in between.
E9.
And then he stares at it some more. And then he writes EYE. And then he writes twins coin. And then he writes other coin. And then he writes periapt. And then he writes orrery. And then he writes sword. And then he writes other swords. Enter 2 spaces. And then he writes experiences. And then he writes tension. And then he enters 2 spaces, I suppose. That just means he's like placing a gap in between.
Yeah.
And then he writes system. And then he writes current time or any time. Accuracy, display, centered. Geocentric, heliocentric. Planet, sun. Saints. Fixed, rotated. He just continues down with random words like this.
So we have no leads that we can act on currently, yes?
Yeah, besides people's personal quests, I would suppose.
Personal quests.
Well, you know, MR has something they want to undertake, and Blood and I offered to help.
I meant about the thing that is trying to hunt
Yeah, I
me.
think the best we've got is just that both a golden-haired halfling and a red-haired elf were seen fleeing the scene. But only one individual was seen, so we can assume they might be changing their form. You didn't make any enemies of like a changeling, did you?
He quits writing and just stares at the paper.
How would I know if I have?
I guess that's a good question. Circumstance? But yeah, maybe you wouldn't know.
You know,
MR,
Hmm.
your brain flits back.
I was about to say, isn't there? I swear there was someone we knew who was a change. Go ahead.
Your brain flits back to the little office. Nora's eye color. Slightly off from the last time you saw her.
No way. She's trying to kill him?
He's like just staring blankly at his
Nora,
paper.
or not Nora, MR, kinda. Was she, is her okay? Was her eye color the same as when she first propositioned us? Like in the when in the office? Was it different from when I first saw her in the graveyard?
When you first saw her in a graveyard, she was a completely different form. She told you she disguised herself. She was a green tiefling. Or no, green sultan, I think.
Okay. So this isn't a matter of replacement. Nora has always been a changeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But also make a just Arcana check for me. Okay.
I do have an inspiration.
Do you want
I
to
could use it? I'm really interested as to what this is, so yes.
Okay.
I will use it. Are you fucking kidding me? I saw you on the 13, you bitch. That was unfair.
Your brain flits back to that first interaction. Nora doing something to the body, a strange helix of red light filtering up into the sky, up into the Isa, over the body of, I think it was Edgar. Something hasn't sat right with you about that, but you don't know what it is.
I should have figured.
Emmer just says aloud, no other exposition.
What should you have figured?
The entire time. That pawn to the house has been plotting something.
Looks at Sela and then looks back at Amar.
Still staring at the paper.
I'm not sure I ever regaled this encounter, but I first had met her in the graveyard. She mentioned being a friend of Edgar's, and she performed some sort of seance onto the body. I figured at the time it was indeed to respect and to preserve the body. But as soon as she tried to convince us into that, into becoming a god of sorts through that cheap method, something was off. He doesn't know what I am. I'm going to discover what she has been hiding.
And how do you believe you will do it?
The affirmations of my leader have never before been so clear to me. After so many years, I will simply do what she has done before.
Pardon. Was really hungry and had to just chug that entire bowl of soup. But now that I have the voice to speak, I was wondering. So are you implying that your buddy old friend here is a shapeshifter that's wanting to kill Valko? Or is this just things we have in common?
There is something she is trying to get. I do not know what. But she is linked, obviously. Perhaps it was our declining of her proposition to become gods. I don't know. If it is for that petty of a reason, then I am appalled. But there simply must be something bigger that we are not seeing.
Still staring at the paper.
Oh, also, I couldn't talk, but I felt like Zelen's scribbling is exactly what Blood's like personal diary would look like, because they can't write words. Except Zelen's scribbling has some sort
His
of like
handwriting
math.
is the most perfect, beautiful thing you've ever
Yes,
seen.
exactly. And it has some sort of mathematical diagram where you can fold it into an origami pattern, and it has some sort of double meaning. But
Yes, you
not
understand.
Blood's.
He is an artist. But he is glaring at that page right now, as he has been this entire time.
I'd like to
So
think
when
that.
do we intend on giving this person a visit?
And what does that visit even look like? Like, I mean, since y'all declined godhood, I suppose you're not acquaintances that are very close to one another.
What?
I just said a bunch of words. Seeing that this person is quite violent, I'm guessing you're not friends that y'all can chat amongst each other, or are we just gonna approach her anyways?
Our relationship has become quite strenuous. She is afraid of me. I have some fears left in my heart in approaching her, but I know I can overcome it.
Can I jump in with a question about Selen?
Mhm.
Is his expression more like he's like pondering, like he's thinking about something? Is he like scared of what he wrote? Is there like something looming over him in that way? Like, well, you know, because like sometimes you write things out and it makes you think about something and you're like, fuck.
He has not eaten yet. It looks like he's been in thought this entire time. Definitely hasn't been paying attention and is just frowning as he stares at a point in space while he's thinking about other things.
Okay, so mostly pondering.
Selen, you barely touched her noodles.
Does not look up.
I don't know, that feels like a normal reaction, so...
Cat apparates and begins to push the bowl of noodles just like over to the paper into your eyesight.
After about 15 seconds, he looks over at it, and then he will silently pick up the chopsticks and start eating.
Cat goes back into your shadow.
I wonder if Cat gets hungry when you don't eat.
What?
Because isn't Cat, sorry, I don't know their pronouns. Isn't Cat like tied to you in terms of like physical experience? So like if you're hungry, even if
You
you
could
don't,
simply ask.
I guess that's true.
Do you think Selen lacks catnip?
Oh.
That's
Cat
the
and I
big
haven't
question
really
here.
talked much
Okay,
though. He
sweet.
seems more friendly with you guys.
He keeps eating.
KJ just sorted to the air around you is like, Cat, do you get hungry when Selen's physically hungry?
Cat apparates, again, just like on the table in the middle of all your food. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. And do you know, by that regard, do you know he's hungry before he does?
Sometimes.
That makes sense.
You guys are very alike in the way you answer questions.
Sometimes.
Cat
KJ
smiles,
takes a little
this big
broth spoon and-
cat smile.
Oh my god.
You guys love the big ramen broth spoon.
He
Yes.
finishes eating and goes back to staring at the paper.
He finished the whole bowl in that time. Perfect.
God, I want ramen now.
Oh, he also pushes in Valko's direction a little and then keeps staring at them.
Is there anyone else in this noodle
Yeah, this
shop?
I didn't get to say it before, but this place is pretty packed. There are many people kind of in booths around the corners. There's a group of like teenagers behind you, like yelling and like pretty masking your conversation that you're having because they are just being so obnoxious. There is just like there's just a bunch of people here. Both strings are making noodles in the back.
I would have waved at them as we came in.
They would have waved back with one of their forearms. 8 arms.
God. These ghosts.
Are you hungry? He looks at Valko.
Why do you ask?
Is Valko eating the noodles right now?
No.
Has he started eating, or is he done?
He has not started, probably.
Looks back at the paper.
Okay.
It's better hot, just saying.
Velcro starts eating.
What are you talking about?
Who are you
me?
referring to?
What is the conversation at hand?
I was talking about noodles. They're better hot.
That is all you were talking about.
Before that, there was
think so?
there was conversation of Nora
Oh,
being
yeah,
a changeling and possibly being behind the murders at hand.
Didn't the house have something to say about Valko's fate, or am I totally misremembering?
I mean, House did a lot of stuff about fate.
Yeah, it's just yapping and yapping and yapping, but I could have sworn there was something about Valko. Like,
Everything is about it.
that's kind of...
Velcro nods.
I think like when Selen does this, like blood like kind of spits their drink as they're drinking it.
It's all for him.
I do know that House had some form of interest in me.
Yeah. Maybe it's... Well, you were very clear about your plan with them, weren't you? Because that's when we had the whole talk about the harmony and everything. I just wonder if, you know, because of what you wanted to do, maybe they're like, oh, this guy's a liability. He's gotta get got.
No.
What makes you so sure? Turning to Selen.
He squints for a moment. Don't worry about it.
I wish for you to explain.
What if I don't?
I would be displeased. Why don't you think they have decided that I am a liability to be disposed of? They being the house and Nora, I suppose.
One could say that it was because the house said that it liked you.
This is true.
I feel like, listen, I'm coming from the perspective of seeing a lot of gang activity over a lot of my life. But when people are in positions of power like that, they say a lot of stuff. They say they like people that they send people after to kill, like, all the time.
It
Like,
is
you
still
can be
not
their
the
favorite
case.
little thing and still be, like, the target of their violence.
It is not the case.
They did not strike me as foolish enough to desire this. Should we visit the office?
I don't want to.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Okay.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
What is the
Yeah.
reason behind you not wanting
He
to?
is the loudest.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't say he wasn't.
You don't have to come with us. I think it's a good idea.
What is it you want to do?
I don't know.
He frowns.
He stares at him.
Is there a problem?
KJ, can she point with her foot under the table?
Sure.
The answer is
points-
yes.
She points toward Malco with her foot under the table, and has a little like bunny paw over her face. And she says, he might not want to share, but he clearly has something going on. It might be helpful if you do the little thing you two do, you know? Getting in each other's brains.
I like to think that Blood just like winks at him, just to add to it. Just
Why
one
would
do
you
not
do this
cowboy
to
wink.
him?
I do
We
not
have our
do
own
this under
torture
the order
methods.
of others. Falco says this out loud.
It's not an order, just a suggestion, an observation, even.
He
It
looks
is not
between the two.
necessary in this case.
It has been a strenuous night.
It has. We could use a rest. And if we know Galvan's not coming back for a bit, then we only have to worry about this person who we're presuming is Nora.
It intrigues me that you would suggest this, though.
I didn't mean anything by it.
I don't know if I wanted to know that.
What are you talking about?
I genuinely just thought it would help. It's not important.
We're talking about noodles still. We're
Yeah.
still talking about noodles.
Under the order of others.
He stares at the bowl.
Oh no! Wait, it just clicked. Depressed army boy Selin. Oh no!
So is there no plan for the rest of the night? Will we just be going to bed?
Is that such a crazy activity for the evening?
We could like board games.
There are discussions that need to be had in private.
Yes.
Okay.
He nods.
Well, Blood, do you want to play plantain grams with me?
Plantain grams. Ooh, that's good. That's real good.
I don't get it. Oh, is it like?
Bananagrams.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of. For some reason, I thought I mixed up plantain and plantation, so I thought it was like trying to be like a Monopoly joke.
Oh, God.
The ranch.
The range.
The ranch.
So it's the plan to go home and go to bed?
Are we done here?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
suppose
yeah.
we are done,
um,
yes.
Well, I don't know if you guys had anywhere else you wanted to stay, but I'm assuming the
Strings.
burrow's
He's
safe.
going to look over to where strings are.
Busy at work.
He turns up the opacity.
Strings has a lot of that same like pink, bright pink threads coming to and from him, just like going to a ton of different people.
Do they connect to each other?
Yeah.
Are there any fat ones?
There's a huge one connecting them to each other.
Cute.
Huge.
He's staring at nothing again.
I think KJ has like gotten up from the table a bit and is sort of just like as he's looking off at she's just sort of like sadly looking at him a little bit and she says, hey, I think I'm gonna pick up some stuff for Mama Bun on the way back. I might need some hands. MR and Blood, can you come help me maybe?
Sure.
He looks over to Emma. I need to have a discussion with you.
Oh, okay, maybe just Blood then.
I think that when
It is
Blood
about
and-
that thing
That
you
is
asked.
true.
when Blood and KJ are out of earshot,
Say again, Blood. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was gonna say that when they're out of earshot, Blood's just gonna be like, why does this keep happening to us?
I don't know, and it's only really us, but he seems off, right? Like this is
Oh, for
like we
sure.
were communicating better, and now I feel like he's regressed suddenly
mean-
today. Like he's just having a bad day. Something's happening.
I think that drawing doodles on a diner napkin is one thing, but man, whatever the fuck he wrote, that had to
Yeah,
be real
that was a little
crazy
stupid.
shit.
Yeah, that didn't really make sense to me at all.
I don't
mean,
even need to read to be confused by that.
Granted, I only saw it upside down, but it kind of look like Crazy Guy Scroll.
Yeah, but you know, he's not the kind of feller to open up, so there's not much we can do about it unless he does something himself.
Yeah, I hope Valko wasn't offended. I couldn't tell if he was offended or not. I asked him if he would.
I think he may have been a little turned on by your idea, but I think that
I asked him if he would get in Selen's mind. You know, if Selen didn't want to talk, which he doesn't want to do often. You know.
well, I mean, they play mind games like all day long.
All
you
day
know, and
long.
unrealistic.
Like, oh, I don't do this at someone else's command. I'm just asking a teammate question. They've got some freaky
Like, I think
shit going on
my
in each
brain
other's
has
brains.
gotten thicker since meeting Valko and Selen both. They have made me think so hard. I've never thunk that hard before in my
Well, we
life.
keep thinking maybe we can teach you to read.
But do you know? Well, I don't know what I think about that at all.
with me. You don't know how to spell.
I am now feeling a bit bullied.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go hang out with my real best friend.
I didn't mean to pick a word game. We can play a different game. We can play a card game.
Starts standing up.
Yeah, I got a deck of cards.
I
Blood
suppose
just really
we
wants
will
to play this
speak
game.
later then.
Wait, what'd you say, Sally?
You start standing up and says to Emma, I suppose we will speak later then.
It doesn't seem like they need me.
Okay.
Let us speak.
Are we not going somewhere?
Well, yes. But I do not know the destination. which is best.
Are we going to the apartment or to that other place?
To the other place is what you said?
Yeah, to the other place.
The burrow.
The other place could be several places.
I guess that's true. It could be the treehouse too. Yeah.
Mm,
He looks at Valko.
what of him?
Falco looks at Selen.
Where are we going?
I believe we should go to the apartment.
You get up and you start walking.
Okay, so we're splitting.
Oh,
Past
for
Killer
follow.
Jewel and Blood.
I'm fine.
Hopefully they're still in the middle of the conversation because it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. It is getting close to our time, and I feel like this conversation might go past it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we can either cut here or, yeah. What do you want to do?
I'd be
I-
fine letting Killer Jewel and Blood do their shit.
It's called art.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm feeling like I'd probably rather wrap up now than get into too much of a conversation because I'm not at 100% right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I need to go get
Yeah.
something to eat.
How
But we
about,
can
like,
set the scene of like maybe we're playing blackjack with my family or something.
Hell yeah. Milia's strangely good at it, and you're wondering if
God
she...
damn it, that's fucked up.
You're wondering if there's not some sort of like supernatural ability she has to know what cards are what. It's weird.
Where'd you learn all this, girl?
Blood, how good are your cards?
How good are my cards? The
How
best.
good are you
As
at
in,
cards?
I'm the best.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine we're
I'm
stepping into
I'm a
Blood's
fucking
arena.
cowboy.
Yeah.
If I've
I'm-
never played the card game before, I still beat it.
I feel like cards or dice, Blood is kicking KJ's ass.
If you played bullshit with, you quickly learned not to play bullshit with Blood.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like maybe we get into the dice games and maybe everyone is sort of holding their own a little against Blood. Maybe there's some competition because that's what we would have played on these mean streets of Distos as a kid.
That's true, but then Blood comes back from going outside for a small minute, and they somehow win every round after that.
What the fuck?
I
No,
just have to get better dice.
that's so weird. How your new dice, you're winning every round.
Oh, these old things, I wouldn't call them necessarily new.
Had way back in the day. Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright, good night, folks.
Thank you all
I
for
really
playing.
should get going. Thank you, gamers. I will keep you guys updated. I can't do next week, but I will continue to have more Tuesdays available. We don't usually get
Alright.
trucks on Wednesdays, so they don't make me work Wednesdays. Which
Cool.
is kind of weird, because I probably should work on the days there's not a truck, but whatever.
Alright.
Well, just keep us
Okay.
updated.
Sounds good.
And I'll see y'all
Thanks,
next time.
gamers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.